Hello YouTube, my name is Nero and today we have some Call of Duty 4 playing a bit of domination here on the map Bog, running around here with the M16 with a red dot sight. And I know why all of you clicked on this video. It's why I hate snipers in the Call of Duty franchise, or really just shooter games as a whole. So as you guys saw on my team as we were running out of spawn, there is a bunch of snipers on my team. There's also a bunch of snipers on the other team. I would estimate that probably 75% of this lobby is sniping, and that's true of most Call of Duty 4 lobbies. Now, I would like to say that that's the case because this game is old and people just don't care anymore, but it was really like this back in the day as well. Maybe not to this extent, but there's definitely a lot of snipers back in the day, and sniping has always been a very big part of Call of Duty 4. So, why do I hate them? Why do I hate sniping? Well, the term hate really does seem extreme, but it's also the most accurate word that I can use to describe how I feel when there's a bunch of snipers in my lobby. My disdain for snipers in Call of Duty, and really first-person shooters as a whole, like including Battlefield, comes from how I like to have fun playing video games. Now, everybody has fun in different ways. I completely acknowledge that. I find enjoyment by doing well, trying to get lots of kills, trying to get lots of score, and most importantly, trying to win every match that I play. I get so bored if we're not trying to win. Like, if there's nothing on the line, or if I'm not working towards something or trying to do something, if I'm just running around willy-nilly just like I don't care, I don't have fun. So how I have fun playing video games, especially games like Call of Duty or games that are competitive, is by trying to win in every single game that I play. Other players may have different ways of getting enjoyment from video games. I mean, some of them may find fun in completing challenges and trying to level up. Others might have fun by using weird class setups and weird play styles. Some might like using sniper rifles and just really love that feeling that they get when they snipe somebody across the map, or if they get a really cool clip to put in their montage. It would be stupid, guys. It would be so asinine for me to say that one of these approaches is correct. This is the only way that you should be having fun, because everybody has fun in different ways. It's just unfortunate for me that everybody in this lobby, and specifically everybody on my team, has chosen to have fun not by playing the objective, but rather having sniper wars. I mean, look at the scoreboard right now. Like, I'm doing very well, but we can't get the B flag to save our lives. This is one of those maps, Bog, that is so difficult to try and retake the B flag once the first team gets it. Like, you really need to be working together. You really need to have like an organized push and not just sit back in these buildings and behind the bus and stuff like that. But that's really what my teammates decided that they wanted to do in this game. Just sit back in the building, sit back behind the bus, and try to snipe people as much as they can. I mean, every time I push up towards the B flag, pay attention to the mini-map just to get an idea of where my teammates are compared to where I am. I'm always pushing up. My teammates are always sitting back. It's always a big issue. But at the end of the day, everybody in this game, including the people on my team, they're all just here to have fun. They're all here to play a video game. They're all here just to chill out, relax, and just get away from the real world for a little bit. So I can definitely, I can't hate them for that. That's the thing. That's why I said at the very beginning, like, hate seems like a really strong word, because I can't hate somebody for just wanting to chill out and play a video game and relax, which is definitely what the vast majority of the people in this lobby are trying to do. It just really sucks that the people on my team have decided that how they have fun is by not playing the objective, engaging in sniper wars, and not helping me play the objective. It makes it so how I have fun just doesn't really work. It makes it so I can't have fun whatsoever in this lobby. I mean, regardless of how hard I try, how many times I push up and even clear the B flag, how many kills I get, I mean, how many kill streaks I put up in the air, it isn't going to matter because my teammates aren't on the same page as I am. They're more worried about getting kills with their sniper rifles. This creates an incredibly unfun environment for me. I mean, I'm getting tons of kills and I'm doing well, but I'm constantly being sniped and being pushed back into the back of my spawn because my teammates aren't really helping. Again, fun for me is trying to win matches. I always thought that that should be like a standard in video games. Like, if the objective is to win, then shouldn't everybody try to follow that objective? And look at the scoreboard back there. Like, it's insane. Like, for me, if there's an objective to win, if there are winners and there are losers, why wouldn't you try to be on the winner's side? Like, I've never quite understood that. Now, the mindset that these guys have, that's not the only problem that I actually have with snipers. A big issue I have with sniping as a whole is really how ineffective they are in the vast majority of situations. Now, COD 4 World of War are actually pretty good games if you're going to be trying to snipe, and snipe what I call effectively, keeping people off of flags, taking people out across the map, locking them in their spawn. Like, I'd say the other team's actually doing a very good job with all of their sniper rifles, keeping us in our spawn. Like, watch as I die. I'm not, like, losing gunfights. I'm dropping to things. Like, I'm just being sniped left and right. So they definitely have their place. But in 90% of, like, situations, sniper rifles just aren't that effective in games like Call of Duty, or even games like Battlefield, they're just not very good. I mean, COD 4 is one of those games where you can quickscope pretty well. It's a game where quickscoping is definitely viable, but even in a game where quickscoping is a viable way to play, it still isn't as effective as using like an assault rifle or a submachine gun, or just running out with an actual proper full auto weapon, or even semi-auto weapon. I mean, snipers just aren't that helpful in the vast majority of situations. So when I have a team full of players who are all sniping, and even if they are trying to play the objective, right, even if you find that rare sniper, and I've seen them before, I've been there, I used to snipe all the time in Call of Duty, especially back in COD 4 actually. When you find that rare sniper that really likes to try and play the objective while sniping, even then, that player is like at a giant disadvantage compared to like any other player he goes up against. Anyone using like even a shotgun, a submachine gun, light machine gun, assault rifle, like all these weapon tiers are just better than a sniper rifle in most situations. I mean, sure, they may not be as fun, quote unquote, but they certainly are definitely more effective in the vast majority of situations. I often hear the argument from anonymous people online, and that's the problem, is I get this feedback from people in the comments of my videos saying that they like to snipe, they rush while sniping, they play the objective while sniping, and they put up really good scores all the time. But this is also the internet, where proof doesn't really exist and numbers are just made up, and everybody has a different definition of a good score. Like for me, if you're rushing with a sniper playing the objective, like in a game of domination, if you can get 40 kills, under 20 deaths, and still snipe while playing the objective, then fine, you're doing really good. But the vast majority of snipers don't do that. The vast majority of snipers are just running around, trying to quickscope, running into spawns, trying to get kill feeds, or maybe sitting in the back of the map, just picking people off. Like, they're not doing that. It doesn't happen very often. Now, there are some snipers, like on YouTube, that you see, or maybe live streamers and stuff like that, that you see, like, doing that, and it looks really cool, and it's one of the most impressive things to see. When you see somebody that's, like, really, really good with a sniper running around and, like, just has god-tier aim, and it's just taking out everybody. But that's incredibly uncommon. Like, the vast majority of players don't do that. They just kind of run around, die a lot, occasionally do something really cool, and don't really help out on the objectives. And I really hate that. I really, really do. Now, I used to be kind of a jerk on YouTube back in the day, actually. When I first started my YouTube channels, which I've had a couple of them, I would actually call out snipers, like, in my videos, because I would always have these people online, like I said, always telling me that, no, you just don't understand. People rush with snipers all the time. Like, look at this YouTuber. He does it all the time in his videos. He's a great player. And so I would, like, go to COD Elite, rest in peace, who remembers COD Elite, and I would go to COD Elite, and I'd look up these famous YouTubers, and like, look at their stats. They're negative. They have a negative kill death ratio and a negative win loss ratio. They're not, like, the stuff they show you in their videos is not actually representative of how well they can actually play the game. They just run around a bunch with a sniper until eventually something cool happens. Now, that was completely all uncalled for back in the day. Those videos are actually gone. Just completely uncalled for. Why would I randomly just call out like a person who just isn't harming anybody, just playing the game and making fun videos and stuff like that? But I always hated that, because people would try to defend their position with these ideas that snipers can actually be viable, when in the vast majority of situations they really aren't. And so I would try and prove that by discrediting YouTubers and stuff, which was never really cool. So I definitely I took down those videos. I apologized to people. It's like, why would I do that? That's just such a jerk move. But then again, that's part of growing. That was like, I don't even know, 5 or 6 years ago. I think that was actually before I even made NerosCinema that would talk about that. But yeah, I mean, the vast majority of situations, snipers just aren't that great. I mean, I can understand that they're fun. Sure, they are. They're really fun. But they're not really helpful. And if you're somebody like me that finds most of their enjoyment, like 90% of their enjoyment, from winning games, trying to do well, it doesn't really work. And so when I have matches like this, I don't have any fun. Like, you may be thinking to yourself, like, watching this gameplay, like, holy crap, Nero is going to have an insane amount of kills. I mean, he's going to have a ton of score. He's definitely going to lead the lobby by, like, double anyone else's score. Like, he's probably having lots of fun. I was so furious this entire game. I was like, are you serious? Like, when the nade killed me on the A-fly, it's like, how did that nade even get me? I'm wearing Juggernaut. Or, I mean, look at the scoreboard right there. I mean, 82 kills, 32 deaths. I mean, the next person, I had 50 more kills than anybody else on my team. The vast majority of my teammates had, like, 20 plus deaths and like less than 10 kills, and just we lost by a ton. I almost had 100 kills in a game that we were being blown out the entire time. And it's like, I just wish the people on my team had fun the same way that I have fun, which is by trying to play the objective. But so are the woes of the solo Call of Duty player, especially in ground war. I mean, I'm one person. They're going to match me up with 8 people. The best way to counteract that is to have some like-minded people in your party, whether it's, off your friends list or maybe sending messages to recent players. Like, get some people to play with, and you can definitely avoid situations like that a lot more, which I think I'm going to do that going forward. Like, I like playing COD 4 solo. I really do. But I think it'd be more fun if I were just to grab a couple of subscribers or off of Twitter maybe, or maybe grab a couple of my friends. Heaven forbid they actually play a game with me. Like, my friends never play COD anymore. They're always playing, like, I think they're all in the Hearthstone right now. But that is why I quote-unquote hate snipers in the Call of Duty franchise. Just, I hate when they're on my team because typically they're not going to push the objective. And when they do push the objective, they're doing it with a weapon that is just not designed whatsoever to excel in that environment. And when they're on the other team, they one-shot you, which is super annoying. Like, who likes dying to a sniper? Like, it's the most annoying thing in the world. Like, I've played COD with some pretty famous snipers here on YouTube, and even them, they hate snipers. They hate when snipers are on the other team because there's nothing more annoying than being one-shot by something. The same goes for shotguns. Like, getting one-shot, you feel like you feel slighted whenever you get one-shot, right? And that happened, I mean, every freaking death in that last game there. I mean, every single death was me getting sniped pretty much. And so, when I see a sniper, it's like... There's not a situation that I like them. I guess the one situation that I like having a sniper is you get that rare, really good sniper on your team who does really well, plays the objective, just has really good aim, and helps you win the match. But as we all know, that's very uncommon. Therefore, most of the time, I don't like having snipers in my lobby. But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to conclude this video. I thought it was pretty well thought out. I thought it was pretty eloquent, if I do say so myself. But there's definitely going to be some people that disagree. Like, I'm sure this video's got more dislikes than an average video of mine. I mean, every time I talk about using Juggernaut in COD 4 on Twitter, like how much I love using Jug because it makes it so those snipers that are just sitting in the back of the map being annoying, how it's like a counter for them. People are like, oh, you terrible player, you don't understand. It's just, I mean, it's not really that big of a counter. It just means you have to hit me in the upper chest, like where you should have to kill me to one-shot me with a sniper rifle. But there's definitely gonna be some people in the comments of this video. I imagine the dislikes are gonna be higher up than normal because people just defend sniping with such ferocity sometimes. But those are my thoughts, and it's my YouTube channel, so I figured I'd give you guys my thoughts and opinions on sniping. But ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys will enjoy the video. Drop me a rating. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day.